Hello, lovely people, and welcome back to Live for Queers, where every month I bring to you queer news of the month. Let's get started. Turning our focus on the dumpster fire that is the US. The Trump administration has told US states and territories they will lose federal funding for their sex education programs if they do not remove references to transgender people. In letters sent to 46 states, territories, and Washington, D.C., the Administration for Children and Families demanded that they remove all references to gender ideology within 60 days or risk losing funding from the Personal Responsibility Education Program, or PrEP. The PrEP initiative was created in 2010 to help prevent teen pregnancies and sexually transmitted infections. In early August, the Trump administration terminated a grant worth millions of dollars to California after the state refused to remove references to gender identity, transgender people, and non binary people from its sex education curriculum. This threat has now been extended to another 40 states, as well as territories and Washington, D.C. In the letter sent to the jurisdictions, the Trump administration cites examples of each curriculum that it claims are outside the scope of PrEP, such as mentions of transgender people, gender expression, and diversity. Continuing in the US, we see the state of Illinois fighting back. The governor has promoted a phone line, and this promotion comes as other US states have faced rollbacks of LGBTQ initiatives. Illinois has launched a first of its kind legal hotline that provides resources for the queer community at a time when they face increased hostility across the US. Legal services in the US can be costly and inaccessible for many, and the creation of the phone line is aimed at helping queer people access them despite other federal cuts that may affect them. This hotline is a groundbreaking opportunity to receive free, affirming legal support from the comfort and safety of home, said Joshua Gavel, the executive director of United Pride, a queer resource center in Illinois. It sends a powerful message that Illinois values and protects its LGBTQ residents, and we are proud to see your state leading the way. In Illinois, we are fighting ignorance with information and cruelty with compassion, the governor said at the launch. Illinois Pride Connect will inform individuals of their rights and connect them to health and social services support, making us the only state in the nation to provide free legal advice and advocacy tools to protect the LGBTQ community. I, for one, am really glad to see that some states are refusing to yield to what this god-awful administration is doing. Our last piece of news for today, we go over to Indonesia. An article from Amnesty International condemns the flogging of gay men in the country. In August, two very young gay men were flogged publicly after having been found guilty of engaging in consensual same sex relations. This public flogging of two men under Islamic criminal code for consensual sex is a disturbing act of state-sanctioned discrimination and cruelty. This punishment is a horrifying reminder of the institutionalized stigma and abuse faced by LGBTQ individuals. Amnesty International's regional research director said, consensual same-sex activity between adults should never be criminalized. Punishments such as flogging are cruel, inhuman, and degrading and may amount to torture under international law. These laws that the region has in place, thanks to its specially appointed autonomy, in some cases provide for up to 200 lashes as punishment for offenses including consensual intimacy or sexual activity of unmarried couples, consensual sex outside of marriage, same-sex sexual relations, the consumption and sales of alcohol, and gambling. In February, two more university students were flogged for having consensual same-sex relations. Under international human rights law, all forms of corporal punishments are prohibited as they constitute cruel, inhuman, or degrading punishment and can amount to torture. The UN Human Rights Committee and other expert human rights bodies have raised concerns about laws criminalizing adultery or other consensual sexual relations outside of marriage because they violate their rights to privacy. As always, this is a mix of good news and bad news, unfortunately. I honestly dreamed the day where I'm only bringing to you positive news, or that at least the positive far outweighs the negative, and I'm sure we will get there. But until then, I hope to see you soon on the channel, and in the meantime, please stay safe and love each other. Bye-bye!